Yo, welcome to everything you need to know about WWE 2K My Faction. I've made this video in anticipation for WWE 2K24. That's releasing, I believe, the 5th of March or the 7th of March, one of those dates. And My Faction is going to be a lot bigger than it ever has been, to be honest. And there's going to be a lot of people who have never played My Faction, who probably don't know a lot about the game mode. The community of My Faction is a very niche community. Again, it's a very niche game mode, which is understandable. And it's understandable why a lot of people don't really play it. But I'm here to talk about everything My Faction, everything you want to know about My Faction. So you're all ready for 2K24. Of course, this is recorded in 2K23. 2K24 is not out yet, so there's not much I can do about that. But when the game does drop, I'm going to try and drop some updates for everyone. I am a heavy My Faction player. I base a lot of my content from My Faction. It's one of my favourite things to play in the WWE 2K game. So we're going to get started off with what is My Faction. So essentially, if we go over to My Faction management, you can have up to like 10 stables. It doesn't really matter, but I'll just show you my number one. So My Faction, you have four slots for a men's division and 4 slots for a women's division. You have different cards. So I'm going to show you some of the cards now. We'll get into the tiers and everything afterwards, but I'm going to show you some of the tiers. I'm going to show you what some of the cards are right now. So we have technicians, which Randy Orton is right now. Randy Orton's a technician. We have a high flyer, which Macho Man Randy Savage is. We have a brawler somewhere. We have a heavyweight there, a heavyweight card, and somewhere we have a brawler. I think this right here is a brawler, I believe. And just yeah, so Finn Balor's a brawler, for example. So each card has its own respective gameplay choices, has its own respective ways to play the game. So I'm going to go into what My Faction is essentially. So My Faction is made of a group of game modes. So you have live events, which get updated on a weekly basis. Each and every day there's different events that are happening. You've got challenges at the bottom here, which you unlock. You've got your daily challenges, you get My Faction points. It's not really a lot. You get your intro challenges, which you complete at the start. And you got your lifetime challenges, which I've got most of right now. Some of them are very niche that I don't really care about, but yeah. In the play section, you've got weekly towers, which towers come out on a weekly basis. I think every Monday they drop. Right now, I've not unlocked all of them because I stepped away from WWE for a while. But right now, we're on week 53, and these get released each and every week with different rewards. In the weekly towers, you need to complete up to 5 matches. These matches can range from a variety of different matches. For example, 6-man tag teams, a steel cage. Most of these are 6-man tag teams, although there's tons of different matches. On one of them, there's a 1 versus 3 handicap, which is that's interesting. But yeah, as you can see, there's loads of different rewards going down from packs. We'll get into packs soon, though. I'll talk about packs in a minute. You've got Proving Grounds, which is, I want to say like a story mode, but it's not really a story mode. For example, you start off on chapter 1 where it's sapphire cards. It's not, great. We'll get into the tiers again soon. You have different chapters. As the chapters do ascend, excuse the pun, the tier of cards do start to increase all the way to the point of the highest tier, which is Pink Diamond currently. You have Faction Wars, which this is the ladder game mode, if you will. So it's a 4v4 game mode where 4 of your wrestlers will face another 4 of the computer, matching the tier of your wrestlers. And again, I didn't play a lot of this because I fell off My Faction. I just stopped enjoying it really. But there's a lot of things coming to 2K24 that I'm excited for. But as you can see, there are tons of matches. Overall 600 matches that you can do. On the right hand side, if you look on the screen now, you see briefcase rewards. Each time you win a match, you open a briefcase, and there's a chance that you can win exclusive wrestlers that are only available for the month. As you can see, available until March the 1st. These are all Pink Diamonds. Of course, 2K23 is in its end cycle, so most of the cards now on the game are just the highest tier possible. So there's some of the game modes. We have got quick play. Online on 2K23 was awful, to be honest, so there's not really a lot on online. These are live events. So live events, again, they're updated quite frequently. If we have a look at the upcoming, you've got, some coming in 3 hours actually, which is interesting. But on the live events, there's literally, it's hard to explain. They're always getting updated. For example, so you have the rewards on the side. For example, on this one, you can get a Amethyst Cora Jade. However, as you'll see at the bottom, it has a requirement of a Ruby Cora Jade, which is, if you have a look at the details, does it say? It's kind of hard for me to spot right now, but as you can see at the bottom, it says live events reward. So in order to get this Cora Jade, you have had to have got the other Cora Jade at the bottom. Now, this is the issue with live rewards. If you're not actively playing and you don't collect the cards that you get from these rewards, then it's hard to it's hard to really take part. So for example, if I really wanted this Cody Rhodes, I need this Cody Rhodes from a pack, right? If I don't have this Cody Rhodes from a pack, I then can't get involved in this. Now, as 2K24 starts, it won't be that bad because it'll be fairly open for everyone. As the game proceeds, it does start to get a bit... It's kind of an issue as the game proceeds. But again, it's not too bad. It is what it is, to be honest. Which is a shame because I really did want that pink diamond Cody Rhodes. But if you have a look on the right hand side, you do get packs for some of these as well. So if we have a look on rewards, you don't only get one pack. So you've got like an Apex tier reward, which is the best reward possible. You get loads of different rewards for different events and stuff, you know. And live events are really good if you have the cards available. Again, now that the game's in its end life cycle, a lot of these cards I just don't have. And it is what it is, unfortunately. So that's all of the game mode events. You have locker codes, which essentially you put in a code. Normally it's on WWE pay-per-views. They give away a code or for something else. So that is what all of the game modes are. Let's get into the token market. So the token market in these games and in 2K22, you have, so these are the tiers, right? We may as well talk about the tiers right now. We'll talk about the tiers first, just so you guys can get an idea of what tiers there are in WWE 2K MyFaction. So if we go and choose Superstar, we sort it by rarity. We scroll to the bottom. I'll show you all now. It starts with bronze cards. So these are all bronze cards. If you have a look by the stats compared to a diamond card, they're very weak cards. Can be useful in some regards, but again, you kind of not really going to ever be using bronze cards. If you have a look at the badges as well, they have very basic badges. We'll get into the badges soon though. We won't talk about badges just yet. If we have a look at Shanky's a silver card. As we go further after silver, we have gold. Gold's where it gets a bit better. Then after gold, we have emerald cards. When the 2K life cycle starts in March, so when 2K24 just comes out, I think emerald or sapphire will be the highest tier available. Over like the course of the year, they begin to release more powerful cards. It wasn't until the last quarter of the year until we got pink diamonds. As you can see here, some sapphire cards as well. You also have ruby cards after sapphire. So as you can see, the overall's creeping up as well with these cards. If we proceed, we've got amethyst cards. After amethyst, we have diamond cards. Then after diamond, I've only got one pink diamond card because I only started playing again recently. But we have pink diamond as the highest rarity. So if we go into the token market, as I was going to originally, I'll show you guys over the course of the year, and each day you can earn tokens. So there's different tokens for different things. With these tokens, you can get rewards from the token marketplace. You can pick a card. It'll cost a certain amount of tokens. At the top, you'll see I've got 42. I have all of them for all of the tiers apart from pink diamond, of course. If we have a look on pink diamond, it will cost me 50 tokens to get one of these cards. And all of the cards are different. They've got different abilities, different badges. Again, we will get onto the badges after this, once we get onto the packs. So I picked Randy Orton because I like the badges that Randy Orton's got, and seems to be a very fun card to use. You've got tons of different cards though. Some of your favourite wrestlers. Maybe you're a Shawn Michaels fan. Who knows? So if we go back now, we go on to the pack market. Now, this is where a lot of people don't like MyFaction because it's very microtransaction hungry. And it is what it is, man. There's not a lot you can do. It's 2K. They're going to do it, you know. But 2K23 was egregious for, you know, for money. All of the packs were expensive. As you'll see, I'll start from the bottom. If we go all the way, so every single 2K game will launch with Superstar Series. You do get another Superstar Series throughout the years. You can have a look at what cards you can get in these packs. Again, you don't get a lot in these, really. You've got different, it's mainly gold, bronze, and silver. You know, the starter packs, it's not really a lot. Over the year, more packs will be released. As you can see, Superstar Series is the cheapest. Then as the packs start to unfold and come out, you will start to get better cards in the packs, but the packs will become more expensive. As you'll see, there are different versions. So you've got a Danger Zone. So let's have a look at Superstar Series for an example. This premise is the same for all packs. You've got the basic pack, which again, if you have a look at the odds, odds by rarity, you've got the odds by rarity there. So that's the basic pack. Then you've got the deluxe pack, more expensive than the basic pack, but gives you the odds of getting better rarity of cards. Then you've got like a 10 pack and then 20 pack box sets and whatnot. Then over the time, you'll see Danger Zone 6,900, WrestleMania is 12,000. This is awesome. It's actually cheaper than WrestleMania, which is interesting. Same with Phenomenal. Then Backlash will go back to 12,000. Face Paint Frenzy 12,000. As you can see me scrolling, the price starts to rise a lot. As we look at the cards, though, as you can see, this is where Amethyst started to come into the game. So Amethyst started being fairly expensive, man, at this point. If we carry going across, Summer Heat as well. These tend to come out during the pay-per-view. So I think Summer Heat came out by SummerSlam. Obviously, we've got Money in the Bank there. We've got Neon Horizon. Oh, sorry, there's SummerSlam. Latino Heat, Danger Zone 2, Payback, Decorated, Signature Series. These are nice cards. I do quite like the artwork of these cards, to be fair. This is where Diamond cards started to come out. As you can see, 25,000 MyFaction points. As we go up, 35,000 for Fastlane, 37,000. And yeah, it goes up quite high, to be fair. At this point, Pink Diamond's already out. You've seen some of the best cards in the game, like Roman Reigns, Undertaker. You get a lot of cards, man, at this point in the game, to be honest. 40,000 for the Royal Rumble backs. At this point, it's a bit egregious. It's a bit ridiculous, to be honest. I don't see many people achieving this much MyFaction points. So this is the main issue with MyFaction, are these packs. They're ridiculously expensive. You'll be grinding for hours to try and afford it. Or you could spend money, which is what the VCs. I don't spend money on these games. I don't want to support that. I don't want to support that game plan that 2K do. So I tend to stay away from that, to be honest. I don't do it, you know. So let's get on to the MyFaction cards and badges. So to give you guys an idea of what these badges are, let's go on my Randy Orton. So I'm just gonna maximize this capture card device just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So let's have a look at Randy Orton. So I'll explain these badges as they come on. I'll try and get an icon on screen that's a little bit better so you can see. So always see it coming. What always see it coming is, I'll try and explain it better than what the game is, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You get first, okay, you know what? I'll just get into the tiers of what there are. So gold is the best badge. So the badges have rarities as well. So if let's just get a bronze card, for example. If you have a look at bronze right here, we'll have silver badges, right? So it goes silver, then it goes blue and silver, then it goes gold. Then after gold, soon you'll see we'll start getting gold badges. So there's 4 tiers of badges, but now I just want to get into what some different badges are. So these are what separates superstars from superstars. This is what can make a card that might not look good be one of the best cards in the games. For example, this Amethyst Lacey Evans, in my opinion, is one of the best cards in the game. Again, it's not a diamond or it's not a pink diamond, but because of the badges, it's one of the best cards in the game. But I'll explain that now. So this Randy Orton has always see it coming. So always see it coming. When you reverse an opponent, you will get special for reversing that opponent. Because it's a gold badge, you get tons of reversal. It's ridiculous. Tons of special bar, sorry. It's absolutely crazy. You can reverse like 2 moves and have a signature straight away. It's so broken. And it's gold, so it's the best it can possibly be. Slippery Eel, again, increases the chance of kicking out of pins. It's already a pink diamond, so it can already kick out of pins fairly well. If we have a look at the attributes, it should have pin escape at the bottom. Okay, pin escape there's 90. If you compare it to like a diamond or something. Again, it can be different. So for example, that diamond there's 93. It's only a pin escape of 76. Pink diamond will generally have good stats. As you can see, strength of 99. So Slippery Eel, again, it just makes kicking out of pins a little bit easier. So it's always nice to have that. Wet Blanket, stunning an opponent with an attack reduces their special and finisher stock. So as if you have played 2K, you will know wrestlers can get stunned in matches. And if a wrestler gets stunned, they will lose their special, essentially. Sting Like a Bee. This is one of the best badges in the games. So Sting Like a Bee, you will hit a wrestler a few times. They will become stunned very, very quickly. And yeah, once a wrestler's stunned, they can't do anything. They cannot reverse. They're just stuck there. And it's very broken to have, to be honest. Rabble Rouser. So Rabble Rouser is, again, different tiers. When you do a taunt, you can get a finisher, essentially. I think when you have the gold tier, it gives you a finisher straight away, but purple with Randy Orton, you have to do 2 taunts, and then I think the one less than that, you need to do 3. You've got Rage as well, which is enter beast mode after taking heavy damage. To be honest, beast mode is one of those cliche things where you don't really see it a lot, and it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, so I'm not going to talk much about beast mode. All the answers, again, we're going to go on different cards here, because Randy Orton's only got these. So all of the answers, The Miz, let's have a look. So all of the answers, your combo breakers and grab breakers, build the stun meter of your attacker. Again, if you're good at reversing, this might help. Always see it coming, always, anyway, covered that. Really good badge to have. Merciless Opponent. So let's talk about Merciless Opponent. Let's go on to Lacey Evans. This is why Merciless Opponent is ridiculous. So if an opponent is stunned, Merciless Opponent will deal massive damage to that opponent. I'll go into an example of that soon, but yeah, Merciless Opponent does a ton of damage, which is why, in my opinion, Lacey Evans is one of the best cards in the game. You've got Going In Hot. You start the match with some special. Again, bit of a niche badge, because all you have to do is get a reverse with Randy Orton and you have probably more special than what you would have started with The Miz. Determination, again, tank mode. Not really worth looking into, to be honest. Second Wind, once you get severely damaged, you can get a bit of quick recovery. These badges are very niche, so I wouldn't worry too much about this. So, okay, we look onto Space Invader. Now, if you're an OG MyFaction player, you'll probably remember the videos circling the internet about the Ruby Oscar that had Space Invader that was making matches very easy to win. Space Invader would increase the power of your submission. If you've got Space Invader Gold, it's so easy to make your opponent tap out. That's why I've got Bret Hart. So if there's ever a match where it'd be easier to make them submit, that's what we do, essentially. You've got All the Answers, which is quite a good one. Your reversals combo. So I think we already covered that with The Miz. Yeah, All of the Answers, right? So your reversals help stun the opponent. But if you have Sting Like a Bee, you don't really need to worry, to be honest. I'm trying to see if I've missed anything, really. You have got some niche badges like Quick Winner, where if you can win the match very fast, you can get some bonus MFP. There are some strategies to farm MyFaction points by having a group of cards on your staple that have the Quick Winner badge and other badges as well. Just trying to see if we've got anything else. Endurance. Escaping from a pin will recover a lot of damage. That one can be very good, especially in handicap matches, because you're going to be getting pinned a lot, and escaping from the pins is going to help. Lionheart's very good as well. Recover from damage when you pull off a finisher, so you get some health back, essentially. You got Dive Bomber, increases aerial attack damage. I don't really use aerial damage that much, but I suppose it can be fairly decent. Rage, enter beast mode after taking heavy damage. I think we covered that one. Rabble Rouser Gold, that's what I was talking about. Your first successful taunt grants you a finisher. So yeah, there's tons of different badges. This is what can make cards that... So if you don't play My Faction, you'd probably assume Roman Reigns is the best card in the game, right? But that might not be the case. If you have a look at the Pink Diamond, there's tons of cards here to collect, right? If you have a look, 95's the average. 96 is Undertaker. Let's have a look at Undertaker's card. So Undertaker has Sting Like a Bee, Merciless Opportunist, Heavy-Handed, Dive Bomber, Slippery Eel, and Pain Train. Now this card would be fantastic, to be honest, to have, because Sting Like a Bee would stun them very quickly, and the Merciless Opponent would essentially finish them off, and you can get the win really easy. However, the reason why I picked Randy Orton over the Undertaker is because Always See It Coming is very nice to have to get a finisher. Always See It Coming to my favourite badge personally. However, now that I've got Randy Orton, my next one will be the Undertaker because of that badge. It's a really good badge to have. But yeah, I hope that helps. There's some different ones. There's some different abilities and badges in My Faction. There's not too much else to cover in regards of this. There is evolution cards though. We'll get into evolution cards now. It's hard to explain because I've only got 2. They really messed up the evolution process on this game. Let's see if we can find some more. But these are the My Collection in My Faction. So if we go on My Collection, for example, let's go down to, I don't know, SummerSlam, right? If we go on all cards, here you'll see there are loads of cards for this specific set, right? If you have a look here on the right hand side, when you complete parts of the set, you will earn a set reward. So this Stone Cold Steve Austin, the 91 on the right hand side, that's not available unless you complete this specific set. Not all of the cards, but the specific 10 on the right hand side. If you get all of them, you will get that Stone Cold. Same with the Drew McIntyre. Of course, you can get some cosmetic packs as well, if that's your kind of thing. Some extra My Faction points. There's a lot you can do, to be honest. There's loads of different cards in the game. One of my favourite sets is Survivor Series, because there's some incredible cards in this set, to be honest. Again, Stone Cold Steve Austin, a 99 card, is available. But again, you can't put it from the normal packs. You have to essentially get these 5 on the right hand side. Same with The Rock as well. 299 Pink Diamonds. So, yeah. Evolution cards, on the other hand, again, the best way I can explain it is an evolution card. These cards started on gold. You have match objectives for each card that you go into the match with. You complete these match objectives, and then your card can evolve essentially into a higher rarity. I've only got these 2 unlocked. There really wasn't many evolution cards in 2K23 at all. So yeah. Now, going into 2K24, there's going to be there might be some new game modes we're not aware of. Apparently, there's a purchase card market coming. We don't know how that's going to work, whether it's like Ultimate Team or NBA 2K. There's a new rarity coming. So if we go onto the token market now, as you can see, the highest rarity is Pink Diamond. However, in 2K24, we have seen by this screenshot shown on screen right now, there is Opal Galaxy cards coming to the game. So whether that'll be any good, man, I don't know, but it will be interesting to see what happens. But that's the majority of My Faction, the majority of the things that you can do in there. Now the next section, I'm going to cover the match objectives. So I'm just going to go off big screen here and we'll cover that next. Right then, so let's get into the match objectives. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so we're going to Faction Wars just to showcase this off. We'll play a game. Let's have a look. Okay, apparently our next reward is what? A Superstar Series card, which is cool. So we'll have Randy Orton. I want to make sure I've got a different tier of all of them. So we'll have Randy Orton, The Miz. Do we have a High Flyer? Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Then let's... what's the last one I need? I've got... I think I need a Brawler, right? Do I need a Brawler? No, I've got The Miz. I need a Powerhouse. Let's use Umaga. Why not? We'll use Umaga. So, as you can see, we've got a Powerhouse, a High Flyer, a Technician, and a Brawler. Now, Brawlers are some of my favourite cards to use. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me swap out The Miz to, to my favourite Brawler. Where are you at, buddy? He might be an Amethyst. As you can see, while Diamond's better than Amethyst, one of my favourite cards is an Amethyst card, Jey Uso. So, choose any card to fight with. So we'll start off with Randy Orton, and we'll showcase some things in the match objectives. Now, in Faction Wars, there's no entrance at all. Don't know if that's going to change in 2K24. I'm going to assume not. Again, you'll face cards of a similar rarity to you, so we'll see how that goes. So, as you can see, this is the match started right now. I'm on Xbox right now. So, if we go on to match actions, so as you can see, this is Randy Orton's match objectives. These will be the same for all of the same card. So, for example, if your wrestler is a technician, you will have the same match actions as my Randy Orton, regardless of what the superstar is. If it is a technician, it will be the exact same match objectives each and every match. So once you learn what the objectives are, they're fairly easy to repeat. So for technician, every single different card, like technician, brawler, your powerhouse, your high flyer, all of them will have the same task when it comes to crowd taunts. So an opponent taunt and a crowd taunt would always be the same. That's across all of the different types of card. Finisher and signature, again, that is the same across all of these cards, if you'll see. So the two taunts, the signature and finisher, they're the four that are universally the same. Now, where it changes, so if we start with Randy Orton, on the right hand side is where it differs, right? The right hand side is where it changes. So for technician, you have to perform 5 reversals, damage the opponent's arms to red, and damage the opponent's legs to red. So not too difficult, but can be a bit technical, excuse the pun, to try and get the different body parts at red damage. Now Umaga, a powerhouse, again we've got the 4 universal ones, the taunts and the finishers and signatures, but we've got land 10 grab attacks, land 10 heavy attacks, and damage the opponent's torso to red. Again, it's one of those things where you can't really spam it out. If you take your time and you don't mind and you just enjoy using the card for the card's moves, then you probably won't bother you too much. But it's not too bad to do. Can sometimes be a bit of an issue though if you want to get it done quick. Macho Man Randy Savage. So the high flyers, as you can probably tell, they have a ton of different fancy moves that it wants you to perform. So you want to land 3 diving attacks, 5 running attacks, and 3 springboard attacks. Now, Jey Uso's a striker. This is my favourite kind of card. The striker's genuinely really easy to do. Again, you've got the 4 universal match objectives. But as you can see, you've got land 25 light or heavy attacks, land 10 light attacks. So you're going to get them 2 done regardless if you're trying to do them at the same time. And then damage the opponent's head to red. So if we start right now, I'm going to start with Randy Orton. Again, we're just going to try this. As you can see, Randy Orton has already stunned Finn Balor. Finn Balor's already stunned. Let's just switch out to Jey Uso though. Jey Uso is one of my favourite cards. So again, a bit rusty. not prepared myself up for a game, but hopefully this don't take too long to demonstrate some of the things that I want to demonstrate. Excuse me if you can hear some button tapping. Okay, we got, as you can see, we've got the reversal off right there. Perform. You've also got like different matchup. So for example, as you can see, one of my daily rewards there was perform 5 reversals. So let's see what we get. See if we don't get smashed too much on this game mode. I will be offering tips and stuff. Don't worry, I'm not actually as terrible as you might be able to see right now. As you can see, he's going to drag me to the corner. I'm going to reverse that though, so that's nice. Okay, as you can see, I've just been stunned. So now that I'm stunned, I can't do anything. Right, John Cena's going to come in. At the moment, it doesn't look too good for Jey Uso. But, ooh. Okay, we're going to get this. We're going to get the pin right here, but we're going to get out of that anyway. It's not a problem. Where's Hulk Hogan come from then? What is that about? Right. We're going to start punching up John Cena right now. As you can see, John Cena's stunned. Now, have a look at John Cena's health. If you can see John Cena's health right now, that is merciless opportunist. From the start, John Cena had full health in green. Now he's basically very injured. So one of the things that you can do here is, right, let me start trying to fight back. So because of Jey Uso's badges, he's a very spammy character. Again, you just get the spam off, and then you can just start hitting them, right? One of the challenges is to get light attacks done. So let's have a look at the match objectives, match actions. You don't have to do these in Faction Wars, but certain game modes will require you to do them. So, boom. Okay, we're gonna dodge that, and we're gonna hit Cena here. There we go. As you can see, just spamming John Cena right now. Not a lot he can do. We are going to do that. We're now going to try and hit a signature. Boom! Let's go. Right. Now the problem is with Faction Wars, it can be very annoying when you're trying to get a pinfall, because as you can see, John Cena's probably going to kick out at the bottom right there. Okay, he didn't really. Let's swap out to Randy Orton now, because I wanted to showcase some of this. Now I'm going to showcase some Randy Orton stuff. If I can showcase some of the reversals. If you have a look at Randy Orton's special right now, my special is nearly at the top, and I've just done 2 reversals. So that's why Always See It Coming is a very strong badge, because there's so much that you can do with it. Right, let's go back to Cena. Right, we're going to use our signature right now. Try and get... Now, in Faction Wars specifically, I'll be honest, it's probably best just to go for the... submission. It's probably the easiest way to get a win, to be fair. As you can see, they're going to get involved, though, which is very annoying. We're going to dodge. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, okay. No, we got out of it. That's cool. RKO straight from the get-go. Let's go. We're going to hit off Finn Balor right now. Is Seth Rollins going to get involved again? Okay, so now, as you can see, John Cena has just used his resiliency, which resiliency is one of the most annoying things about my faction. They'll probably just kick out automatically because of resiliency. Right. We're going to use another signature if we can. Nice, let's go. John Cena's very hurt right now, to be fair. And boosh, let's go, man. The problem is Randy Orton's signature specifically is a very long animation. Let's just go for an RKO. Oh, maybe not. Okay, there we go. Right, can we just quickly... Oh, of course Finn Balor, man. Of course Finn Balor. Okay, he's going to taunt. That's fine. He's going to waste his time taunting. One. Ah, and he's gone for the rope break. God damn it, bro. Okay. Well, if he's going to go for the rope break, I'm going to try and go for a submission. Hopefully we can make him tap before anyone interrupts us. Nope. Oh, so close, man. God damn it. Okay, we're going to go for the RKO again. Again, submissions, in my opinion, are one of the best ways to win these kind of matches. And we did make John Cena tap in time, which gives us the win. As you can see, I'm quite fast when it comes to button pressing. But yeah, those are your, essentially, my faction basics. I am going to make some videos for tips about my faction, things you should try, things you should do. I went over some badges and some important stuff in this video. I hope you did enjoy. I'm very new to making content for WWE, so if you have any tips or any advice in the comments, I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, man, I'm going to be making tons of content for WWE 2K24. And yeah, I'm excited. So thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace.